flights for May 14th, 2018. And first things first, I have some sad news to bring you guys. Unfortunately, the Hijinks have now officially ended, it seems, at Whispering Canyon Cafe. Currently, Disney seems to be reassessing the restaurant's offerings. Now, what this means is that the part where if you needed ketchup and everybody else, we need ketchup. Unfortunately, that is no longer happening, as well as apparently the large sodas are no longer happening if you ask for refills, that kind of thing. For a while back, Disney was trying a thing where they had a red card and a green card. If you wanted to play along with the Hijinks, you would show the green card, place the green card up top. If you did not want to participate, you would place the red card saying that you were not interested. And I'm guessing that's due to probably a lot of people not wanting to participate, as well as maybe some complaints from the guests who are staying in the hotel, being woken up to people needing ketchup maybe, or whatever. It appears that Disney is no longer offering this as an option at Whispering Canyon Cafe anymore. The food is still the same, so if you like the food, definitely still want to go for the food. It is fantastic, but the Hijinks are unfortunately no longer a thing. So bad news for those who enjoyed the Hijinks. I definitely did. Moving on, there is a brand new Walt Disney World ticket option available to guests. This is typically available to last-minute travelers. This is what I think this ticket was made for. And basically what it means is if you buy a single-day Walt Disney World ticket, there is now a new ticket option where this new ticket includes 3 Fast Pass experiences that are already included on your ticket. Now, these Fast Pass experiences are pre-selected, and there are different categories that guests can choose, but you cannot change the attractions that are in each category. So just keep that in mind. In addition, you also cannot change the time that your Fast Pass takes place. So you have to ride the attraction that they're telling you to ride at the time that they're telling you to ride it. Also, these are not for headlining attractions. These are mostly for, some of the smaller attractions in the park. So just keep that in mind as well. So you're not going to get on, Flight of Passage or Big Thunder Mountain Railroad or Splash Mountain. It's going to be for some of the lesser attractions. So just keep that in mind. But if you do have the opportunity to go to Walt Disney World and can't get Fast Passes or don't want to play the Fast Pass game, you are automatically given 3 Fast Passes with a single day ticket. So that is at least a nice option. There is no additional fee for the single day ticket, so keep that in mind. It's all included. The Fast Passes are of course included with the ticket, but you won't get to choose your Fast Passes. So I can see where this would be handy, especially for people who are not planners and who are coming to the park day of and don't know that they need Fast Passes. So I can see where this would be a handy thing. Moving on to Disney's Hollywood Studios, with the approaching debut of Toy Story Land, Toy Story Mania is going to see a brief closure. As construction on the ride's new entrance and queue continues, Toy Story Mania will not be available for guests to experience from June 11th to June 18th. When the attraction reopens, it's going to be, guests are still going to be able to enter through the Pixar Avenue entrance until Toy Story Land officially opens on June 30th. So just keep that in mind. And in addition, Fast Pass will be available at this time once again, as they work their way through getting the queue switched. They're turning it, basically they're putting the queue on the back side of the building, when right now it's on the front side of the building. So they're just making a little bit of change in that regard. Nothing too major, but unfortunately they are going to have to close the attraction temporarily in order to fix this little issue that they're having as we make our way to Toy Story Land. Also, big news this week, 3 additional table service restaurants at the Magic Kingdom have been added to the list of restaurants where guests can choose to enjoy alcoholic beverages. Options will include beers, wines, and ciders, and more at the Plaza Restaurant, Crystal Palace, as well as the Diamond Horseshoe. This appears to be only available at dinner, but I believe that probably the reason why they're including the alcoholic beverages is because they did roll out the option for Disney Dining Plan guests to have an alcoholic beverage with their meal now. So I'm guessing that these 3 restaurants were added due to the fact that Guests were probably going to those restaurants, finding out that there was no alcohol at the offered, and probably complained since they had paid for alcoholic beverages to be included with their dinner. So just keep that in mind. Those 3 restaurants are now going to include those options for guests if they so choose to partake. Last but not least, I have for you guys this week is we now have some more information about that space restaurant that was announced at the D23 Expo in this past summer. So Disney officially announced that there will be a one-of-a-kind space-themed restaurant that's coming to Epcot. And the space-themed restaurant will offer guests an amazing meal as well as spectacular views from high above Earth. Now, recently Disney shared that this restaurant will be built around a newly developed area located in between Mission Space and Test Track. This new restaurant is going to be operated by the Tina Group, and they operate a lot of different restaurants at Walt Disney World and as well as at Disneyland. So they're very familiar with the lay of the land at the Disney theme parks. And so I know a lot of people had been speculating maybe that the new restaurant would be opening at Wonders of Life, because the Wonders of Life Pavilion has been seeing some refurbishment work. It was closed for as the festival center this year, but for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. But it appears that the restaurant will be on the other side, which is what I had believed would be the case to begin with. So at least Disney has come out and confirmed that that restaurant is officially still taking place, as well as it is taking place on the other side. Speaking of restaurants, there is another restaurant that is coming to Epcot. So this is the second restaurant coming to Epcot, and it will be a brand new restaurant for the Japan Pavilion. It appears that this is going to be a signature restaurant when it opens. So that means that there will be 3 table service restaurants in the Japan Pavilion once this restaurant opens. No further word on anything else about this restaurant, but it was announced by Disney this week on the Disney Parks blog. So another restaurant coming to the Japan Pavilion, and the food in the Japan Pavilion is delicious. So I'm excited to see kind of what their take is on a new signature choice here. So that's going to do it for all of the news that I have for you guys this week. Make sure you follow along with Mouse for Less on all of our social sites. So you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, of course, you've got Instagram, and of course you've got YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And otherwise, we are going to see you the next time on Mouse Bite.